If you like this video, please click like, share it, subscribe, buttons down there, and if you want coaching with me in Nottingham or online, all the information is in the bio. How you doing? So grip, big topic this is within the coaching world. There's a lot of talk about how you need to be able to do it, and this is the best grip. And when I was practicing with one of the greatest players of all time the other day, and apparently he doesn't grip it well, if you'd listen to all these videos and coaches. But anyway, we go again. So if you want to create a grip, I think that works for you, I think this is the way to do it. Check it out. So how can your chin and chest give you the perfect grip? Well, there's a lot of hours spent on grip. Coaching a lot of people now. I've got notes on 600 people, and I've not met anyone yet that is missing because of the grip. I get loads of emails saying, oh, you know, I need to sort my grip out, this, that, the other, and the content out there, and all these coaches saying, oh, you need to grip the cue like this. No, you don't. Now look, I know all the pros on the tour. I'm one of them, and we all grip it differently. So what is the right grip? There's not really a right one, it's about repeatability. Now there are some grips that are better for power, but again, generally the game's around here, and if you haven't got a grip that can give you all those screw shots, it doesn't really matter, because they're one in, well, how many times do you need that? It's not very often. But again, we need a grip that can repeat, so how does these points help you? So when we talk about the cue action, we talk about the two contact points. You've got the part of your chin, wherever that is, and the part of your chest, wherever that is. So we're going to use me as a little bit of a guinea pig. So look, so if I know where these contact points are and they are in the background, I just know what it feels like, and I can just keep the cue there. So there's my contact points there. That feels familiar to me, right? So if I pull my cue back now and don't open my hand, you'll see that my cue starts to move off that point on my chest. So I know that that's not good. So if I focus on keeping my cue on that same point on my chest, my hand will naturally open. And then obviously I want to bring it back there, so it'll close to get it back there. Again, if I open it too much, my cue drops. So I know that's no good. So again, if I'm aware of what these contact points feel like, keep my cue on them all the time, my hand opens, and then I can bring it back there. So if you see from this view as well, you'll see me do it again. I'm interested to know what my grip looks like. Might send me down a rabbit hole. Right, here we go. So again, these are my contact points. So it's like there for me. I'm going to keep my cue on that contact point. And again, that just makes my hand open, look. If I don't, it brings my cue up there, it moves. As soon as it moves off that point on my chest, I know that my hand hasn't opened or something's gone wrong. But instead of thinking about your hand, if I focus on keeping those contact points and just know what it feels like, it sort of all works for me. It just happens to work for me because I'm focused on keeping that cue on those contact points, look. So my hand's got to open, right? And then hopefully I can bring it back there. So I think that's a better way, because what it does, you know what it feels like, this cue action, because I always say your cue action has to be a feeling. If you're thinking about it consciously, you're not aiming. And if you're not aiming, you're in trouble, because your attention has to be on the green bit. If it moves over that little line there, look, over to here, no good, right? And this is a good way of just creating a grip that works for you, because at the end of the day, the only thing that matters is the contact point on the cue ball. As long as you'll get your cue tip back to that correct point of the cue ball to send it in the right direction, it doesn't matter where your cue's coming from or where it's going. So a grip that's working is enabling you to get your cue tip back to there, whatever it looks like. If you've got a pretty one, brilliant. If it's not pretty, don't worry about it. You know, there's been loads of pros down the years that haven't got an orthodox grip. You know, some people hold it like this, some people hold it like this. One guy used to hold it like this, Dave Harold, and he won a ranking event. So absolutely, Dave's weren't made for power, but you'd like to score like him. So don't worry about what it looks like or what, you know, whether it's orthodox. As long as you can get it back there to the cue ball, it will work. And again, knowing these contact points is a way of you just developing that grip, whatever it feels like, to be able, for you to be able to do that. So have a little play around with it. It's definitely the way forward because again, it keeps your tension there. Let me know how I get on. So there it is. Keeping those contact points, the feeling of the cue on your chin and chest, wherever those contact points are that are comfortable. There's no right or wrong again, but they are, you set up, it's comfortable. If you just focused on keeping the cue on those contact points, your grip's gonna open and close for you because it's got to, hasn't it? So you've got to learn what it feels like to keep those contact points, and that will just create a more consistent hit. Doesn't have to be perfectly straight, but you know, you can create, if it's got a bit of an arc on it, you can create a consistent arc and you are good to go. So have a play around with it. Anything that keeps your focus on the green bit, on the aiming, is going to help you because it's all about aiming this game, I promise you. Let me know how you get on, comment below, see you soon.